Welcome to this episode of the Willingdon on Mission podcast. My name is John, one of the pastors at Willingdon, and this is the second of a four-part series of interviews with Kiana, our missionary, who, if you didn't catch the first episode, you'll get to know her really well by listening to that episode. She tells a lot of her life journey, how she came to faith, how she came to Canada, and so I'd encourage you to catch that. What we didn't actually talk about at all in the first episode was the ministry that Kiana is currently involved in. And so Kiana, welcome here for first of all. It's good to
Hi.
see you. And Kiana serves with an organization that's called House of Omid. So Kiana, can you just tell us what does House of Omid do? And also what's your role?
Of course, I will be happy to. Omid is Farsi for hope. So basically, House of Hope. House of Omid was founded 2016, and the founder of House of Omid, Ahmed, found himself having a lot of difficulties sharing the gospel while helping the refugees and newcomers, because all the other organizations they would shut him down, and he was not supposed to talk about Jesus. One day, one of the people was like, "Let me let you in a secret. These organizations are all funded by government, and therefore we are not allowed to talk about any religion. So you as a volunteer, you can't talk about Jesus either." And that sparked an idea and a vision in his mind. And God nourished that vision that what if I start an organization that does all these settlement services and serves refugees and newcomers to Canada, but is not funded by government, so we can freely talk about Jesus and share Jesus. And that's how Hasso Meet started. The mission of Hasso Meet is driven from Acts 1:8, that you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem and all in Judea, Samaria, and all the rest of the world and up there. So we are here to share the gospel and the love of Jesus here, near, far. Here is basically Lower Mainland, and we focus on refugees and newcomers and low-income people. We have so many different services, mostly settlement services. Like if they need to register their kids at a school and they don't want to speak the language, we drive them to school, we help them to register, teach them how to find jobs, how to open bank accounts. We have a food bank that they can get culturally diverse food from us. And through all these services, we build relationships and we share the gospel with them. We also have near meaning North America, mostly Canada, that we strive to strengthen the body of Christ, who speak Farsi, like churches, like Farsi gatherings, Farsi communities, Christian communities, by holding conferences, inviting like great preachers or worship leaders from around the world and host conferences. And we teach churches how to do stuff like teach camps during the summer, how to run one, how to, equip the Farsi speaking Christian churches to be pillars and to be witnesses and to extend the kingdom. We have a lot of Farsi biblical literature, a lot of Bible, like we distribute Farsi Bibles, and also we are working on dairy for Afghans. And people can come to us and we do that as well. And the far, here near far, the far would be the Middle East. We do work with refugees, Farsi churches, and underground churches in far as well.
Awesome. So yeah, it's a very involved ministry. You do so many things. I'm interested in knowing what is your specific role?
Yeah. So I'm basically Hasselmead's missionary. But as you might know, in small ministries, people usually wear different hats, and I'm the same as well because of my background in IT, and I do a lot of computer, a lot of admin, backend, client management, a lot of whatever IT related as office, what I don't know, like the internet, the if there is like a printer issue, computer issue, whatever it is, I'm there to fix. And also, I run the website, and we are working on developing an app for Hustle Meet for the clients to order through apps and all that. So I'm doing a lot of that, and also within the office, there are so many things that you need to do, like inside the office, that because of all the skills that God gave me, I'm able to use it inside the office as well. And also, like, I don't know, like coordinating, administrating, and stuff like that. And also, I love building relations between churches and donor relations. And if I have to, like, speak at a church about Hustle Meet, let them know what we are doing and what we are about, and trying to share our vision and our goal and the dream that God gave us about working in Vancouver, in Metro Vancouver. And I love that, getting connected with churches and small groups. They invite me to share for them as well. And also, my main job that I love to do is to get connected to our clients, people who God brings to Hustle Me, get to know them in a personal relationship and personal level, build that relationship, and through that, uh, share the gospel with them, have a lot of one-on-one time, praying, sharing, getting them connected to the body of Christ, and just seeing their lives transformed. Oh, that's my favorite. I do everything else so I can get to do this part. Yeah.
Beautiful. Awesome. Uh, so you spend a lot of your day with people who have recently immigrated or have come as refugees from either Iran or Afghanistan. Can you help us understand some of the challenges that people who have recently come to Canada from these places face?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Unfortunately, those challenges are growing in recent years. There are so many challenges they're facing, from housing to cost of food to paperwork to language to settling down to um, you name it. There are so many. The family dynamic, the adapting the culture shock that they receive at the beginning, the job hunting. So many of them can't find jobs at all. We try to introduce them to the true hope that Jesus is, House of Omni, House of Hope, because our goal is for them to find Jesus no matter what life throws at you, because there would be always something that takes that, joy away from you, makes you worried. But if you walk with Jesus, then you will be able to navigate through all those ups and downs. So
Mhm.
that's our main goal.
Beautiful. Can you just, as we finish this particular episode, can you tell us a
Mm-hmm.
story of somebody whose life has been changed through the ministry of House of Omid?
Yes. One of these people is so dear to my heart. Um, she came to Hasselmead, um, hearing from Hasselmead through a friend of hers, because she has a very big passion for music. And in Iran, she used to play piano. And coming to Canada, she had no access to any piano to continue her practicing and her passion for playing piano. One of her friends tells her about Hasta Umid that, one of the things that Hasta Umid does is that they have like free music classes, and there's a piano there that they can let you use it. So that brings her to Hasumi. She comes and she starts scheduling time to come and use our piano for her practice. And then eventually, because it was like she was so new to Canada, she didn't have anyone. Um, she would just come when she didn't have a scheduled time for practicing piano. And she was like, I just love being being with you guys. This is so fun. And as she puts it, eventually I found a family that was far from home and made me feel at home here in Canada. So through that, she started going to the church that one of our staff was going, and then she became a Christian. Soon after that, she received the gospel and God worked in her heart, and she became a Christian. And in that church, she got baptized as well, and she started to volunteering at House of Weed because she was like, I want to pay the favor. So she would just come at the beginning to volunteer at House of Weed, but soon the relationship grew stronger and stronger. And literally, I remember she was at House of Weed every day. And 2020, House of Weed actually hired her as a staff, and I have the joy of serving alongside her today. She does a lot of our videography and editing. She's so talented and taught herself all of that. But just watching her through that girl who was new to the country, didn't know anybody, she was so shy and preserved, who just had a big passion for playing piano, to this servant of God who is standing for the Lord and serving so passionately. I am blown away. I just love to see that transformation. And this is amazing to just be able to witness that, how God works in people's lives. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Oh, that's such a beautiful story of transformation. Transformation doesn't always lead to getting a job, but in this case it did. So
No.
that's good. Thank you. So this episode is we've come to an end. We've learned more about House of Omid specifically, and then thought about what are some of the challenges that people from Iran and Afghanistan face as they come to Canada. And those are really challenges that many immigrants and refugees from any part of the world face, right? Um, so thank you, Kiana. Thank you for those of you who are listening and watching. And I would encourage you to come back next week for episode 3, where we're going to talk about a little bit more about the church in Iran, because Kiana happens to know some stuff about that. So God bless you all.